Hey investors, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to do an in-depth review and tutorial of the popular investing app, Stockpile. Now, on the App Store, Stockpile's got 4.9 stars and 50,000 reviews on Apple. It's got a pretty good background, but I've been investing over 5 years. I've used countless personal finance apps, so I'm gonna give you the real scoop on what's going on with this app. We'll talk through account setup, the different interface options, and show you what it's like on the inside. Talk about what you can and can't do as far as your investment options on Stockpile. Go through any costs or hidden fees that there may be, and then I'll give you my final thoughts as to who this app may be best for so you can help decide if it's right for what you want. Let's jump right into the phone and look at the account setup. Account setup is pretty similar. I pre-recorded myself setting up my Stockpile account, and I'm not going to show you some of the personal details, but it's about as simple as any of the investing apps out there. You're going to have to provide some personal information, link a bank account, which is pretty easy to do and went very smoothly for myself the first time I did it, and you'll be inside the app within 5 minutes. You'll have a couple different account options to set up, and one of the nice things about Stockpile is you can use this app to invest if you're under 18. You'll need to do a custodial account, so you'll have to have permission of a parent to sign up and walk you through the process. But if you're a younger investor out there looking to get started, Stockpile may be for you. And of course, for the older investors out there who are over 18, you have no problem setting up an individual account, which are going to be most of the accounts on this platform. Now, to transfer money in, you've got two different options. You can get an instant deposit once your bank account is linked with a 1.5% fee attached to whatever amount of money you want to transfer in. If you don't want to pay any fee, you've got an easy 3-day free deposit available right from the top. Let's hop right into the app here. I want to show you a bit behind the scenes on the interface and talk about how Stockpile works. You're going to have 4 main tabs to work through: Home, a search, a Learn tab, which has a light bulb icon, and a gift center where you can send and give other stocks to friends. Now, your home screen is pretty simple. Mine just looks like this with 5 stocks on my watch list, and I don't have any money in my account balance now because after testing the app, I transferred it out to my primary brokerage. However, going into the search tab, you get a few different options. And for new investors who don't totally know what they want to invest in, you can see what stocks are popular, all-time favorites, big gainers that recently popped up in the market in the day's trading session, and a lot of different things to get you going on ideas. Something I love, speaking of ideas, is the learning and educational part of Stockpile. You'll have easy things that you can pick up on, such as what is a stock, all the way up to really advanced things in the Beyond the Basics section with stock split information, which gives a simple, basic explanation of some more advanced concepts to get you caught up to speed. Stockpile is certainly a beginner's app, and what they do is they increase your expertise level from beginner to pretty knowledgeable investor in not that long of a time. The 4th item on the Stockpile interface is this little present down at the bottom right, which is the gift card section, and you're giving the gift of shares of stock. And it's really cool. You can give anything. Let's say Apple. We'll search for it right here. Select that and enter a value between $1,000 and $2,000 of how much you'd like to send. It's as simple as putting in the amount, going to your cart, and emailing it to whoever you'd like to send it to. Now, I've got a few gifts in here, and you can even go through different bundles and fun ideas as to what you may want to send off to your friends. It's a really awesome feature that's very unique to Stockpile. Let's talk about the main features and what Stockpile actually allows you to do on its platform, because not all investing apps allow you to access the whole tons and tons of investing options that are out there in the world, and Stockpile is no different. It's limited in what you can actually do. On Stockpile, they keep it pretty basic because it is for beginners. You can buy and sell shares of stock. They allow fractional trading, which is really cool because if you've got a stock valued at over $3,000 like Amazon, you can get some skin in the game without having to have a ton of money to buy a whole single share of a really expensive stock. You can also trade ETFs, which are baskets of stocks, and you can discover a whole bunch of new stocks in their search section, which allows you to create bunches of different ideas that you may want to invest in. While we're on the different stocks that you can trade on Stockpile, let's look at the stock buying experience because it is unique to this app. To go and purchase a stock, let's just search for Nike. You're gonna have a pretty simple search feature, which brings up the logos of the companies you may be searching for. As you can see, you get a stock price, you get how high it was up and down during the day, this red dot here, and you get a chart to work with. Now, your chart is really limited. I'm trying to scroll through and see the highs and lows, even now as I'm pressing on my phone, and it doesn't allow you to do too much more than hit these different time ranges. You'll see some basic stats, which are useful for you, and news from some of your most popular sources. Right here, we've got Seeking Alpha, Ticker Report, Slate Magazine, and newspapers like the Seattle Times. Other than that, you're a bit limited in what you can really do on the research page, and that's certainly a negative that we'll talk about later. A few things that you definitely want to know that you won't be able to do on Stockpile. You can't trade options. You can't trade advanced currencies like cryptos, Forex, mutual funds. None of that is available on the app. You also can't buy penny stock. They limit stocks that you can trade on the app to stocks that are over $3 in price. Over the years, they've decreased this limit. At one point in its history, it was a $5 stock was the minimum you could purchase. So I don't know if they'll continue to go down from there, but it is to protect beginning investors, but maybe a negative if you're looking to trade some of the smaller cap stocks out there that exist. Additionally, you don't have instant trading. The app doesn't update in real time, which could be disappointing to a lot of people trying to track the exact prices they want to get in on different stocks. All stock purchases are batched at specific times throughout the trading day, so when you say you want to buy a stock, it's not going to be ordered and executed immediately. As for costs, Stockpile keeps it very simple. It's 99 cents to buy a stock and 99 cents to sell out of your position. Now, in today's world, that's actually kind of expensive, especially if you're trading with a small account and you're investing 50 bucks. Well, you've already spent $2 out of your 50 buying and selling a stock. That's too bad because a lot of apps out there offer free trading today. Let me go through my pros and cons overall before telling you my final rating out of 5 stars and opinion. My favorite thing has to start with the simplicity of the app. Keep in mind, this is for beginning investors. Now, app simplicity is important. It's a low barrier to entry, meaning that you're not going to be overwhelmed when you download this app in just how to buy your first stock. And the second part that leads me right into that is, especially for new investors and even more experienced ones like myself, the Education Center is really, really cool. There have to be at least 25 different simple articles with super relevant topics that we even talk about here on the channel that kind of catch you up to speed as to what's up in the stock market. You'll learn as you're investing with Stockpile. A few things that I personally do not like though about Stockpile. The interface is simple, but almost simple to a fault. It needs to be designed a little bit better to match the top quality, slick investing apps that are out there today. Some of the numbers are confusingly placed. The buttons are relatively simple to a fault that you can't totally tell what they represent, and the price charts are just simply awful. They're delayed pricing to start, and when you really want to get detailed and see what a stock has done, you're just left estimating and kind of lining up the graph to find out what price it was at an approximate date. It's really, really poorly done. The research page also leaves a lot to be desired, with just a few news articles and some outdated company information sometimes for you to read through. You're gonna have to go outside the app before making your stock picks because there's just not enough research available right there on their platform. So what is my overall rating for Stockpile, and who is this app for? Well, let's start with who it's for. You certainly want to be a beginning investor if you're investing in Stockpile. I think older investors are going to be frustrated with some of the limitations we explained earlier in the video, and that's why I'm giving this app a 2.5 out of 5 stars. I know it got a much higher rating in the App Store, but I've used a lot of different apps out there, and it's not that Stockpile is bad, it's just that there are better options out there. So check out some of the other app reviews in the channel to see which may be best for you. Let me know down in the comments if this was a helpful tutorial and what app I can review next for you guys. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.